Hi there. I'm so happy to see you here again. Welcome to your last lesson in this course. It's so exciting. Can you imagine we have already learned 31 lessons? I can imagine how good your English right now is. How do you feel today? Are you ready to learn something new? Let's get started. Lesson 32. Do you remember this vocabulary? Let's revise it quickly. Post office, museum, bus, bench, subway, tram, sheep, train. Let's learn some new vocabulary. Repeat after me. A pharmacy, a pharmacy. A library, a library. A square, a square. A street, a street. A fountain, a fountain. A shopping mall, a shopping mall. A road, a road. A pavement, a pavement. In American English, it is a sidewalk, a sidewalk. Don't forget to copy these words into your notebook and learn them. Fill in there is or there are. I hope you remember how to use them. There is for singular, there are for plural. Make a pause and write down these sentences. Correct answers. Let's get to the next slide. Make question and negative forms like in example. Is there a bench in the park? There isn't a bench in the park. Let's do it with another picture. A fountain, city. There is a fountain in the city. Is there a fountain in the city? There isn't a fountain in the city. Let's do it with the next one. Correct answers. Positive form. There is a pharmacy at the corner. Question. Is there a pharmacy at the corner? Negative. There is not a pharmacy at the corner. Or there isn't a pharmacy at the corner. Correct answers. There is a library in the town. Is there a library in the town? There isn't a library in the town. There is a ship in the river. Is there a ship in the river? There isn't a ship in the river. There is a subway here. Is there a subway here? There isn't a subway here. There is a bus at the bus stop. Is there a bus at the bus stop? There isn't a bus at the bus stop. There is a train at the railway station. Is there a train at the railway station? There isn't a train at the railway station. There is a square in the city center. Is there a square in the city center? There isn't a square in the city center. Wonderful work! Do you remember how to use how much and how many? How much for uncountable nouns, how many for countable nouns. For example, how much water, how much sugar, how much rice, how many apples, how many desks, how many people. Fill the blanks with how much or how many. Then check your answers. Correct answers. How many tomatoes are there? Or how many tomatoes are there? British and American versions. Number 2. How much cheese is there? 3. How much yogurt is there? 4. How many carrots are there? 5. How many potatoes are there? 6. How much water is there? You are doing well. I like that. Now let's open the brackets in 3 tenses: present simple, present continuous, or past simple. Then make negative and interrogative forms of them. For example, I go for a run every morning. Do I go for a run every morning? I don't go for a run every morning. Pause this video and write down the sentences. Then check your answers. Correct answers. Perfect, you did it. These are some negative and interrogative forms. Wonderful. Do you remember how to use to be going to? Answer the questions about yourself. What are you going to do after this class? Are you going to visit your grandparents at the weekend? Are you going to read a book tomorrow? Fantastic. Let's take a look at this slide. Complete the sentences using going to as an example. We are going to go shopping. She, supermarket. She is going to go to the supermarket. You can choose any pictures to make any sentences you want with be going to. Good luck! That was a great practice. That's it for today. In this lesson, we have revised city and transport vocabulary, and we learned some new city and transport vocabulary. I hope you remember how to build sentences in simple present, present continuous, and past simple, and you know the difference between how many and how much. And of course, you know how to use to be going to. Congratulations! You have done the course. You can be proud of yourself. 32 lessons, 4 months in a row. That's so much work, so much hard work. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your patience, for doing your home tasks, for taking part in speaking clubs. You did amazing, and you are my favorite student. Good luck. Take care. Bye.